Hey, everybody. How's it
Hello,
going?
everybody. How
Hello.
are
What's
you?
up, guys?
I hope everybody is doing absolutely fabulous today. We are doing absolutely fabulous today. Welcome to everybody that jumped in from Dead Aussie Gamer, who is a glorious human being. I always have so much fun when I play with him. It's just a delight. So thank you for being awesome. It makes me very happy. And today, first, let's just start with our sponsor. So our sponsor is Reverie RPGs. They have a Kickstarter that's going to go live at the beginning of October. Lando's going to throw up some links for you. What they do is they create inexpensive, fabulous tokens that are really easy to deal with. They're stackable. They're really easy to store. You can get them like I said, very inexpensively. Like you get like dozens of tokens for the cost of one mini. And in addition to that, they can actually be customizable. So head over to their Kickstarter and just send them a little like sign up for that so that you know when they go live, so we can get this thing funded in like, an hour, as it should be, because they're fabulous and I like them a whole lot. And welcome again to everybody from Dead Aussie Gamer. Thank you, DM Dave, Kaz. Thank you for popping in. So excited to see all of you. And DM Dave just followed and got us to 200 followers.
Yo!
Yay!
Yeah. Heck
Oh,
yeah.
thank you for that. That's amazing.
What's our sub count at, by the way?
And there
Jesus.
is a bunch of other fabulous things to go over. First of all, since you are here, there are a million ways that you guys can interact with the game. And thank you for your follow, Parahelia. You get a little wink from Corton. Wink! And we've got plenty of stuff with channel points. You can help change the way the adventure is going with those. You can learn secrets about things if you get a bunch of channel points. You can ask to learn a secret about anything, any one thing, either a person, a place, or a thing, and I will give you the lore, because we love creating fabulous lore, really deep lore here, so that we have a super solid world that we get to play in. And thank you, The Thirst. You get a little wink from Corton, you sure do. Wink! In addition to that, and Eric Mid, oh my gosh, look at all these follows. You all are amazing. Thank you for that. You get a wink too. Wink! So we have got all kinds of stuff too, that if you look down, you can see what you can do with bits. You can give people pluses and minuses, advantage or disadvantage. You can also do something called creating an environmental effect. And I will give you 3 choices about what that effect could be. And when you choose that effect, then it completely alters what's happening in the world. We actually saved a character from death last week with some environmental effects. So
Yes, Genasi. I don't know if you're here, but thank you. I would very much be
Athul would have 100% been dead. No.
So dead.
Yeah.
And there would have been no one to blame.
Totally no one.
So
No one at
now
all.
No one
I am
at
going to-
all.
I'm going to throw it to Felix. Why don't you tell me what you did last week?
Last week was such a wonderful, wonderful day. I made it to this wonderfully lavish party, and the locals in this place of Jarsai, the country that we're visiting, me and my friend Dill, are just, they have this wonderful game where they like to pickpocket each other. So during all the dancing, me and Dill attempted our hand at this wonderful new game, and one of us did a little bit better than the other.
Me.
But yeah, obviously, and it was just so much fun. And now We are actually meeting the head, the leader of the Fire Genasi right now.
Fabulous.
I mean, maybe right
Love
now.
it.
I mean, if it's your turn first.
Well,
In an hour and a half.
Right now.
Right,
Right
so,
now.
Dill.
Shut up.
3 parties
everything.
Oh my
going on right
God.
now.
Noria, thank you for the subs. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. So I love the fact that you wanted to pass that gift on. You are glorious. Glorious, I say. There's... So yes, let's go
Hey,
over
forward,
to
baby.
Dill. All right, Dill. You tell me what's going on here.
Oh yeah, I was hanging out with Felix, of course, best buds. At the
Leaving me
same
on
time,
red.
It was yeah. It was an interesting experience for Dill. He tried to take part of the festivities, the culture, as good as possible, but it was a pretty half-assed attempt. He still has 2 money pouches left, so that's something.
Good,
None,
thank
That's
God.
good.
Just as Dill was about to go in front of what was his name? Falden Manda, I think. He got a call from Ethul, the almost soon to be dying, and he left him on red. He did not. He yeah.
Oops.
That's right. That's right, he
That's
sure
gonna be
did.
fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rude. You're
Not
rude.
too much happened, but just hanging out with Felix, getting ready for this conversation that might happen this session. It might happen, in 2 or 3 sessions. We'll see.
See what it does. Yeah.
We'll see what the other parties get up to.
Yeah.
Yep. So, thank you for that, good sir. Now, why don't we head over to the Bear Brothers? Why don't you tell me
Bear Brothers.
what's going on with Gorf and Goru?
Poor Gorf.
But,
One of you. Let's start with Gorf then.
Yeah, we're just about to go to the council chambers, and Goru's gonna do some diplomatic stuff and talk to the important people, and I'm gonna be there watching, and I guess we'll see what happens. They're appointing him as the representative for us bear folk at the council, which is a huge honor, but something he's been preparing for his whole life. And I know he's gonna do great.
Fabulous. And what about you, Goru?
We had a nice trek up through Valencia, through the city, seeing I was attacked by one of the mothers. I was distraught about all of
Attacked is a strong word.
Yeah, I feel
Well,
like that's a bit much. I feel like maybe
she climbed
Goru's a bit
on
of a
my
problem.
back and was smacking me in the face.
Assaulted.
And when I thought about, removing her and looking her in the face, I realized she would kill me and my whole family very easily. So that's an attack if I've ever heard one.
No, that's a threat. That's a
Yeah.
threat. There is a difference.
death of 1,000 little mice knives.
Yes. But she was distraught about so many of her children being lost in Nanket and not knowing where they were. Tragedy. Moved through the city, had a wonderful moment of prayer with Sune, and just received a boost of confidence and relief from fear that Goru was feeling, and now he feels confident and ready to step into this new role, to step into the council chamber and get
Fabulous.
stuff done.
And as unbeknownst to Goru, the prayer that he sent to Sune, who is quickly becoming the patron goddess of Delver's Dream, there's she intervened and helped save one of our players. Athul, why don't you tell me how Sune saved your life last week?
Ingrath decided to suddenly just warp me and the new guy to the Shadowfell for no particular reason other than her own chromatically disillusioned mind. And
Pretty much.
next thing we know, we're looking through this strange tower where filled with very large and imposing undead. And our new friend decides to push me through a dimension door into the middle of the group, where I proceeded to try and fight, but it didn't go very well. And kind of in his last moments before kind of like just falling unconscious, he kind of just let out a sort of somber prayer to Sune, kind of thought about his friends and hoped they would stay alive. And then next thing he knows, a bunch of rabbits are fucking descending upon these fucking undead and ripping them apart because they killed their dad.
As you do. So killer bunnies.
Yeah.
Which are
Sune's
super
just
fun.
like, here,
Everybody likes
sick 'em.
little bunnies.
Revenge bunnies.
And Adrian, as our newest member, why don't you tell me about your experience last week?
So, as Thule caught us up with, we were thrown to the Shadowfell by Ingress, and after a flawless plan that could not go wrong, everything went wrong, and Thule almost died, but miraculously, he survived and was able to receive energy and life from the Nosferatu that was slain by a bunch of spectral bunnies. And
Oh no,
as
they
a-
were. Let's get this right. They were real bunnies.
those are
They
real
were just-
bunnies.
They were the descendants of the bunny that the Nosferatu had murdered, which is
I
the
mean-
one that became the spectral
And
bunny.
he was like a
That
great
is now-
grandpa. He had a lot of.
Yeah, Sune now has a fabulous little bunny in her garden. She sure does.
I'm just gonna jot down on Adrian's flaws that he's now deathly afraid of bunnies.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
Athul wants to raise and breed them now.
Yeah, obviously.
Two different experiences, I guess.
Yeah.
Two very different experiences. And so now Adrian rushes headlong into these pack of zombies, not necessarily to engage them, but to, in his own way, make up an apology of sorts for having nearly killed a Thule by accident with a plan that had no chance of going wrong, but, you know, probability's weird.
Yes, throwing someone through a dimension door into a group of zombies and vampires
How could it go
has
wrong?
no chance of going wrong.
Listen,
Absolutely not.
if the
Zero.
zombies just followed Adrian's script, it all would have been perfect. They
Right.
They started improv and they went off
So
course.
I feel like that's where the problem lies. Is you did not distribute the
You-
script
You didn't.
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
you
didn't get a
need
chance to read it.
dang, that's
Yeah, you
No.
need to give them a little time. They're
Otherwise, they're
zombies.
just gonna improv.
They don't read very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't remember their lines.
Yeah.
Probably should have
Yeah.
gave him a week prior.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm real
At
sorry
least.
that didn't work out for you. But that is what's going on. Yes, the party has split into 3 in order to try to break my brain. And I get it. Your job is to try to ruin my life. And
Are we
and
speeding?
you guys do a great job at it. So,
You know.
Yeah.
so
Well, one
there
party
is-
was safe until you threw them into the Shadowfell. Just saying.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. That was Ingrath. Okay.
Everything on masochistic. I mean,
Have no control over
So-
what Ingrath decides to do. You know.
Yeah,
what she thinks
exactly.
is best.
She's her own lich. She
Right.
gets to make her own choices. There's so just so that everybody is clear on what's going on in chat, the party has split into 3. 2 of them are in Jarsai, the land of the elementals, currently in the court of the fire elementals, the fire genasi. Another 2 have headed over to Baland, the land where there are It is all of the animal folk. So all of your Tabaxian, Leonin, and Loxodons, everything like that. That's where they all live. And one of them is about to get brought onto the ruling council of that land. And won't that be just a delight? I think it sure will be. And then we have two of our people who have been sent to the Shadowfell, to the tower of the other Lich Queen, who is now raising an army of both undead and warforged, and is going to soon start marching on all of the other countries in the world, drowning them in a wave of mechanical and undead flesh. So they're working their butts off to get these things going. I am actually going to leave it up to chat, I think, to see where, which one you guys want to see.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go to Jarsai? Do you want us to go to Valen? Or do you want us to go to the Shadowfell? These are the things. Sorry, my computer is being super slow, so I'll tap dance a little. I'm not sure what's going on with Lando over there. But,
What?
Lando, would you
Yes.
mind grabbing the new map of Balland that we just got and throwing it up so that our chatters can see it? So Lewis from Check These Out.
Yep.
Check These Out is a fabulous stream, part of our Rolling Together stream team. They are glorious. We love them all. And Lewis does amazing maps for us. So we've started doing country maps with him. We got one of Merchantry, which is where Delver Stream is actually located. Now we've gotten Balland, which is the animal folk land. So we're very excited about that. And poll is almost ready, so everyone can participate in it. And we've got Jarsai, we have got Balland, and we have got Shadowfell.
Which
That's
will
not
they
how you spell
choose?
shadow. That's not how you spell shadow. It sure is not. Because I'm so smart. SMRT. I sure am.
I feel like I shouldn't vote because I'm biased.
Sorry, that was way, way, way bigger than I anticipated it to be when it jumped on the screen.
Gosh.
Well, it's a good map.
It's a
you
great
know,
map.
so of course
Pretty
it is.
fun.
High resolution.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Mhm.
it's gonna be over our faces for a minute while you guys take it in.
Ooh.
Yay!
There we are.
I love it. And I want to say, Twitch has implemented this thing where they are doing like automatic ads now for us. So it looks like there's an ad that's about to pop up. I don't know how long it's going to be, and I'm a little terrified because they did like a full 3-minute ad yesterday. And that is way too long. So I hope that I've got it set to 30 seconds. It's the
won!
shortest ad.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
good. So we're
I mean,
going to
whoa,
Jarsai.
Tiny has
Yay.
won.
All
Dylan's
right,
just-
fabulous.
Oh, no.
I didn't want to vote at all. I'm way too nervous to start.
What are you talking about? Anton, you love going first, right?
Oh yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
always racing to be first to speak.
it's just classic Anton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
always have to be in the spotlight, you know.
You do. It's true.
So yeah, there is I am sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my guy over here. So if we are starting with Anton, and if we are starting with Felix and Dill, if that's where we're starting, delightful. We are going to head to the glorious city of Jarsai, home to the elementals, a city split into 4 quadrants. One run down and decrepit, except for the giant palaces that you see standing in the center, where the richest of the merchants and the nobles live, while everyone else lives in poverty. That is the fire section of the city. The earth section of the city, stolid and powerful, but evil, stands to the south. To the east, the water elementals, the water genasi, living under the waves in the bay next to the rest of the city. And to the north, the air genasi, on their floating island held up by a giant elemental and huge balloons tethered with adamantium and mithril chains, holding the island aloft. We are now in the court of Faldan Manad. He stands before you, a beautiful fire genasi, clever and swift. Before we left you last time, he had looked you up and down and said, 2 beauties to add to our bountiful garden. How joyous an occasion. And now, what do you do?
First of all, had we been informed how to address him?
You would have heard throughout the hall people talking about him. So, he is the governor.
Okay.
Also, the term governor, he will use the term sultan occasionally, though that should be reserved for the actual Ifriti that's supposed to be running this area.
Right.
Man, things
What are you gonna do?
Greetings, Governor. Thank you for allowing us to join your wonderful party.
Yes. I see that you have, he looks down at your belt with all the pouches on it. Say, I see you have managed to avoid the toll.
Yes, and I may have gained some on the way.
Fantastic. It looks like there is an ad in progress right now. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be.
Where do you tell that from?
It's on it's in the screen in the stream manager.
Gotcha.
You can add it over in the corner. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it is. So, please let me know if everyone is still in chat. This ad thing is, I think it's good. I think we only had a 30-second ad. Are we good? I think we're good.
Yeah, let us know.
An ad never came up for me.
Yeah. If everybody, okay,
I know
okay,
we're a
good.
little delayed
Good,
on
good.
stream, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we see just a huge drop in the number of viewers because the ad was super long, I will go back in and try to turn all ads off because I hate them.
Looks like someone said it was fine.
Okay, good. Okay, fabulous. So then we shall continue. He looks at you and he says, I see that you managed to avoid the toll.
Yes, and I may have actually gained some favor on the way here too.
Ah, well, maybe you'll set up a little pied-à-terre in our fabulous little compound and come play more often.
I would love that. What we came here to talk to you about is of utmost importance. I'd like to get to it.
Oh, well, of course. I see we are all business. What about your friend? Do you take any pleasure, good sir, or are you all business as well?
Oh, I would say a little bit of both or neither. I try to be here in business, but I'm not very good at either. I'll be honest with you. Please, I am so rude. My name is Dill Eth, Reaper of Merchantry.
As soon as you say Reaper, he looks at you and is incredibly surprised. He just looks at you and says, "That's not a mask."
Sorry?
Oh,
Oh
dear.
no, this.
He just thought he was a cosplayer.
Well, it's a ball.
Well,
It's
you
masquerade.
see that that everyone is wearing, something fabulous, and there are people that
Oh,
are
gotcha.
wearing masks.
That
There
is
are
hilarious.
people that have like big feathers everywhere. This is a very ostentatious court.
Yes, of course.
Oh, a true Reaper. Well, my goodness. I have not seen our Reaper in quite some time. He used to visit frequently. Huh. Would you know anything about that?
There have been some important changes in the past, 10 years, but also a few weeks that might have altered your contact with the Reaper.
Ah, well. At some point you will have to tell me, won't you? I think that should be quite interesting, don't you?
I will.
And
Well,
please, Governor, don't mistake my want for business as anything else. I truly would love to continue the merriment, but
yes. Thank you. Now, and he obviously is now being dismissive of you. There's somebody here who actually has something more important to him than whatever your business is. You can tell you don't need an insight check. You can tell that he leans towards power. And a Reaper is one of the most powerful things on the planet. So now he's no longer interested in you. He now wants Dill.
You're making me take the front in this?
So,
How dare you?
He looks at you and he says, yes.
This is how DMs make you grow.
Or growing.
Yes, there's something important that you wanted from me.
Yes, Felix, would you mind sharing the details of our request?
yes. So, first of all, we would like to reiterate our previous warning that you need to retreat from different posts that you have out closer to Nanked, for they may be in trouble. Before we get into everything, though, we actually brought gifts.
Oh. Well, that is, of course, delightful. Yes, do tell. I do enjoy a good gift.
Yeah. It's just a little assortment from our wonderful mine. Lots of works from the dwarves and other people in the area. And I show them the gift basket with the plated wallet gauntlets, the mithril dagger, the adamantine bracers, and all the rest of the wonderful things. These pieces of armor and weaponry have loyalty runes, which are very useful for the mine.
Oh, yes, I have seen these before. We have some in our armory, I believe. We've not been able to establish if they did anything. We thought that they were simply the mark of the artisan.
Yes, in a way it is, but also it holds power.
Oh, do tell.
See, the mine is somewhat of a stronghold, that is imbued throughout with magic.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
and indeed, and these symbols mark for the mind to discern friend or foe.
Well, I hope that it says that we're a friend, certainly.
Of course, and that is also why we've come here. Dill, what do you think?
Yes, we are. We wanted to arrive here to extend our loyalty and see if we could create some sort of connection in these trying times. And
Well,
you.
of course we would like connection. What did you have in mind?
Well,
Go
ahead.
I'm sure you've heard of the recent news on the front. That is only one part of it.
Are you speaking of
also,
non-head?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, we know, we have seen, our runners have discovered at the edge of our desert the piling up of zombies and machines of war.
Well,
Yes,
the reason for our visit is twofold. First, the opening of the mine has left a few spaces untouched in our marketplace, and the connection we're creating here with the people we visit, we would very much like to extend the invitation to find new people and places to.
Well, we of
connect to
course
our
would be
marketplace.
happy to accept an invitation to such an illustrious market. Many, many, many connections had been made with my ancestors. If the records are to be believed, it was quite fruitful, the trade routes.
Yes,
Would
and
they be
indeed.
again?
that is why we came to you first. We knew that there was plenty to gain here, and you also are in the closest position to lose a lot from this war with non-Ked. So we wanted to talk to you first. Unfortunately, we do still want to talk to the rest of the residents of Jarsai. This war, you must understand, we need we need everybody working together on this. It's not going to be a simple battle. These people will turn our own armies against us if we do not succeed.
Yes, I've heard rumors of how they create what they are creating, the abominations that they raise. Unfortunately, I think you will find that the political situation in Jarsai is a little more fraught than you may initially have been made aware. The Tao have in fact been trading with non-Ked, and not in materials, not in goods, in slaves.
We've heard rumors of how they were helping, but the news could not be worse, I fear.
In fact, I believe they still continue to trade. It is a horrific and barbaric practice. I would suggest that you put an end to it. Sadly, our brethren in the air have been cut off from almost everything, as the Marids and the Tao have come together to exclude them from our councils. They hide on their floating island now. They have, in fact, the Tao and the Marid, in an attempt to take over the city, have in fact crippled most of my trade routes. Now that we can no longer move through non-Ked, we have no way to get through the territories. of the Tao, which would allow us access to merchantry. I don't suppose that there's anything you could do about that.
Oh, we could certainly talk to the Air Genasi into supporting. If we teamed up, the three of us, the Air Genasi, your resources, we could likely convince the Merid to turn on their allies.
Ah, interesting. That might work. It might be an interesting thing to watch. Might be fun, in fact. Now, and you notice that as you've been talking, people keep sort of dancing closer and closer and closer to the throne, trying to hear what's going on. And if both of you can please give me a perception check, that would be glorious.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh dear. Let's see what heinous things are about to happen.
Things are getting spicy.
Dang it.
Oh.
That's terrible. That's a nature check, and that's not even the right.
Nope.
Hold on. Sorry, hold on one sec. Yes. So, Dill, you got a 6. Okay. All right.
try-
Good
let me-
times.
Let me try
That's
again.
nice. Dill is just trying to like figure out what the hell's going on. Why don't you tell me why you're so distracted, Dill, by all that's going on around you?
Dill, still recently regaining emotion. This is the first time he's been just truly fucking nervous, and he's just really distracted by this feeling in his stomach, and his face starting to blush. This is completely new to him. Is he sick? He's not sure, but it's very distracting.
Oh, I love it. All right, do we have a perception check from our fabulous Felix?
I reset. Let me try again. Did that go through?
Yep.
It was 17. All right, so
There you go.
you see one of the nobles pull something that you recognize has to be a communication device out of their clothes, and starts whispering into it as soon as you all start talking about trade routes. And yes, it's new and exciting is what it is. And as that happens, the room starts getting a little hotter. You might sort of consider it to be just something that happens, as you're among, fire elemental people. So it could just be something that happens, but it seems a little more intense than you might think. What are you gonna do?
But they're getting a bit too excited.
They might be. You can give me an Arcana check if you'd like.
I'll try it.
Pardon?
Ooh, 16.
All
Should I
right.
as well?
No, you didn't see what was going on with the person, so not you. So as you make this Arcana check, you realize that the heat that you are feeling is unnatural. It is not from the people around you. Something is about to happen. I will give you 1 round to try to figure out what's happening and defend yourself against it, is what I will do.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the DOS lute, and I'm just going to play a quick little fiery ditty and do protection from energy fire.
All right. So as you do that, the governor looks at you and just now is suddenly sort of entranced by the fact that there's this delightful little mouse playing a delightful little ditty, and it's
Yeah.
just glorious. And
I do have that
as
effect on people.
oh yeah,
You do.
and as you do that, suddenly a portal opens, a portal wreathed in flame, and out of the portal steps an Afriti.
Lovely.
Oh dear. Look at this. And Lando, I'm going to need you to pop over there. So, there is suddenly a giant flaming genie standing right next to you. And as he opens his mouth and says, "Your tax is due. You will deliver unto me what has been promised, or you will die." And with that, we will switch scenes over to
Fuck.
Gorf
Fuck.
and Goru.
Oh my god.
Yay!
All right.
I'm sorry, just
They-
for clarification, did he say that to the governor or us?
You don't know.
Well, who was he looking at when
What's
he
your
said it?
interpretation
You
of that?
you can sit in that. You can sit in that stew for a little bit, can't you? While we go over
Spicy.
to Gorf and Goru, the Bear Brothers. You have made it to the top of Valencia, the city built into the mountain, the only city of the animal folk. In front of you lies the citadel at the top, known as the Crown. And across from it, a tower that no one but the council members have ever entered. You know what's coming. You have prepared yourselves. It's time to enter the council chambers. What do you do?
You ready, brother? This is a big
I'm ready.
moment for you.
It's a big moment for our people.
Indeed.
And I just kind of go in like, arm clasp, Gorf. Let's
Yep.
let's step in. And I walk in.
You
through those
look
doors.
in front of you. Doors carved from ancient wood. This structure has stood for 900 years. This was the first structure built, meant to hide the animal folk from all of the other creatures on the continent that didn't realize they were sentient and had begun to hunt them to extinction to feed themselves and their families. Doors carved with the face of Balinor, the god of Baland. They swing open, perfectly oiled, with not a sound. You step into the council chamber. As you do, a guard separates you from Gorf. Gorf is led to a gallery on the small bottom floor, where friends, close friends, and family members of the council members are allowed to sit. All council meetings are open to the public. And on the second, third, fourth, and fifth levels, there are rising tiers of seats so that the entire population of Baland may attend should they choose to. There are roosts for the Aarakocra and the Kenku. There are boxes to be shared by the cats. There are large seats and small seats for animals of all shapes and sizes. In the center, a beautiful golden inscribed table. One representative from each animal folk sits around the table, awaiting you. When they see the doors open, they stand with much decorum and motion for you to enter the chamber. The guards stop your progress. The council intones, "Welcome, Goru. You know your duty to your people. You know that you must uphold our laws. Will you join our council?"
With all my strength.
The mouse folk representative, the leader of the mothers, the mafia of this continent, looks at you a bit derisively and says, "Your strength won't be enough."
That is why I have the strength of our people behind us.
Their strength will not be enough. You must also have cunning. You must have heart. You must have wisdom. If you rely only on strength, you will end up like your father. And I would not see that happen twice in the same family.
Mother, you misunderstand me. When I say strength, how can it just be the strength of my body and not the strength of my mind? How can it just be the strength of my body and not the strength of my spirit, my heart, the oaths I have sworn to the ancients of our people and to the laws we must uphold?
The Loxodon speaks out, "You speak well. Come, sit amongst us. There is much we must do."
Indeed.
As you sit down, the Loxodon continues, "I would have Goruf, brother of Goru, step forward."
Like, dwarf stands up and, I guess, steps forward.
You?
Yes.
Me?
Oh. Yes.
As you step forward, the council looks at themselves, murmurs a bit, and then one of them says, "Yes, it's time." The Loxodon, who seems to be leading the council currently, stares in your direction and says, "As per the traditions of your people, you have done a mighty service in freeing the mine that is your new home from the demons, the devils, and the monsters that had so recently made it their home as well. You shall be given a new syllable. The syllable is on. The syllable of the warrior.
What?
Your new.
No way.
You shall from now on be known as Gorifon.
Thank you, Council. Honor me.
You honor us with your choice to banish evil and pursue good. Now please be seated as the council proceeds. He then looks over at Goru and says, "You too have earned a new syllable, sir. Yours is Fa." the syllable of the protector. You shall now be Gorufa, paladin of the Bear Clan. Will you accept this honor?
It would be my honor to accept.
Then there is a war to discuss. And as there will be much politicking and all of that, I don't actually want to go through every single thing that's going to be said about the war. But the council is essentially going to lay out the following proposals. That their forces be delivered to places that have the necessity. So the desert of Jarsai, the forest of Duopolis, and the pass into Merchantry. That the majority of their forces will be sent there because even the undead and the machines can't cross the dead area in the middle of the continent. It is still far too unstable, even after 1,000 years, and entire platoons would be lost with one single misstep. Goro, do you agree with this?
I do, and he brings up the suggestion of setting up the teleportation from Baland into Delver's Dream. to
As soon as they
facilitate
hear
travel.
about this, they become very excited. The idea of not only having access to a new trading partner, but also having access to a place, because Delver's Dream is the closest settlement to the pass. It would give them a tactical advantage as well if they could move armies between the Mountain of Valencia and Delver's Dream instantly. The issues that are now being brought up, though, are, will the citizens of Delver's Dream allow armies to move freely through their mine on a regular basis?
As long as
But-
they respect our rules.
You hear a voice from the Shadowfell.
Sending stone
A
call.
fool?
That's right.
Where did you get here?
So that is something that will have to be discussed. But in the meantime, they are very amenable to creating an actual portal. Their suggestion is that the portal be made outside of the wood. So a space be cleared out in the blanket where the fields are, so that it's not, if anything happens and Delver's Dream gets overrun, that they don't have access to.
I'm real good at distracting.
Sorry, is there somebody in the
Nope.
background? Is there?
Yep.
Okay. They want to set it up out in the blanket in the farmlands, so that there isn't a chance that somebody would have access to the heart of the mountain. So now, though, the council will disband itself for the day, but they look at Goru Fa now, and say, "You will come with us across the sky bridge. And you know, this is a place that no one except council members has ever been. In 900 years, no one outside of the council has ever known what is over across the sky bridge. Gorf, what are you going to do?"
I guess go and that's a good question. I think
Just hang out?
I think he's gonna hang out for a little bit and see how long it's gonna be. But
Certainly.
if it's more than like an hour or so, he's gonna go wander off. And
Where's he gonna wander?
He's gonna let someone know where he went. He's gonna go to the training barracks.
Okay, down in the maw. You're
Yeah.
gonna head down to your level. Okay, fabulous. For those in chat who don't know, Valencia is set up in 7 layers. There is the blanket, which is the farmlands that extend for kilometers outside of Valencia. There is the wood, which is where the druids live, and that is a ring inside the farmlands. Then there is a ring inside that is where the pastures, the apiaries, and the ranches are. That's run by the Leonin and the Tabaxi. Next, we have the Maw, which is where the Bearfolk and the Minotaurs live. That's where the taverns, the mines, the barracks are. That is the battle central. As we go up, we then get to the area with the temples and the theaters. The theaters are run by the temples here. That is the entertainment district. Then we move up to where the Kenku and the Aarakocra live. Oh, the temples and the theaters are run by the Loxodon and the Tortle. Next, we move up to the lair where the Aarakocra and the Kenku live, which is the schools, the engineering departments. That's where the thinkers reside. And finally, we get to the crown, which you see before you, which is where the council members meet. The council escorts you, Gorufa, across to the temple, the tower that exists on a plinth. They check to ensure that no one can see where they have gone, and no one is entering behind them. They open the ancient doors, close and lock them. You are taken through a spiral of rooms, always turning towards your left and bringing you closer to the center. When you get there, a single cavern opens up around you. In the center is a glowing pool. You can see in the air around you the faces of the departed. You recognize council members who left this world many years ago. And you understand that many more exist here that you have not known, for they lived hundreds of years ago. Here is the reason that Valencia was founded. Here. The Loxodon moves towards the pool, turns back to you and says, "This is the secret of our great power. This is the reason we have defended the continent for so long." Each of them pulls forth a string of glowing beads that had been hidden under their robes. He explains to you, when you become a member of the council, you must give of yourself to the pool, and in return you are given one of these beads. You may do this as many times as you want, though we tend only to take one. Your bead will be passed down to the next one to take your seat. And you realize that the necklaces, all of the beads, that these go back 900 years to the founders of the council. Each member of the council gave a bead to each necklace. The council says, "We will hold the necklace of the Bearfolk for now. We must inspect and see if the weakness of your father was a product of his ancestors or simply a flaw in himself. We cannot, in this time of great trial, risk you succumbing to the same weaknesses as your father. Now, step forward. Give yourself to the spirits of your ancestors. What will you do?
I just close my eyes for a brief second, say a prayer to my ancestors, and thank them for the gift they've already given me, my great shield, and my abilities as a paladin. And with confidence, I step forward into the pool.
As you do, you feel something happen, as does everyone else in the party. The fact that you are all connected one to each other in a series by the sending stones that you took. Somehow that web of communication has given you all access to what is happening right now. Gorufa, you feel one level of your experience, we'll speak mechanically here, be drained from you. And in your hand is a bead that is now one level of paladin. As long as you keep that bead with you, you will retain all of your paladin levels. But you also recognize this as a planar touchstone.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Known as
Face pool beads.
the Well of the Gestalt.
Oh, you're getting assaulted.
If you attune to this well, you and everyone in the party will first gain one level, and then half of all of your levels will be converted into another class. At
What?
that point, you will gain all of the abilities from both of those classes. It will take you twice as long to level up, but you will level up in 2 full classes every time it happens.
Holy shit. Wait,
I love
okay.
So how does this work in, like, is it going to be multi-classing essentially? Is it just multi-classing?
It's okay.
No, it's like we can discuss it after.
Okay,
It's multi-classing on
Okay.
it's multi-classing on crack, but you gain one level and it counts as a level in 2 different classes.
Yes.
All the
So
benefits.
Okay.
yes.
That's gonna be so hard to do on
Simulclassing.
D&D Beyond.
We can figure it
No,
out.
it's actually going to be super easy because you
Barely
guys
an
are just going
inconvenience.
to enter. That's
Thank
right.
you, Lando.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yes.
There's, you are going to be able to it might start getting a little messy once you hit level 10 in each class. But we can deal with that when we get there. But for now, you can just add a number of levels. So you would have, currently you would be level 8, and you would have 4 levels in each class that you have. So it wouldn't
Do
actually
we-
be multi-class.
Do we get the HP from that? The other classes?
You should. Yep.
Yeah, you essentially roll 2 different hit dice when you level up in Gestalt.
Yeah, so this is giving you the power of all of your ancestors. So the class that you pick will have to be something having to do with your ancestry. Okay? But we can deal with the mechanics of that
Sweet.
later. For now, you feel a huge surge of power as things suddenly start shifting within you. And with that, we will go to the Shadowfell. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Taking the benefit right now.
Back
Wow.
So you guys will
hitting the
not gain
fan.
these. You will not gain these benefits until after the session today. But
Not a problem.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Just because we gotta work out
And
the
this-
complexity.
this
I'm
very
blown away right now.
so very specifically for chat, the reason I'm doing this is because I like to listen to my players when they tell me things. And one of my players mentioned that they like living in tier 2 the best, because that's where they feel like it's most exciting. You can't do everything, but you can do some things, and there's tough challenges and things. So this is a way for us to stay in tier 2 a little longer.
I got no problems with it. I just don't know what the fuck I could get salt into.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
What
mean, I'm
would-
already multi-classing, so that's
So-
gonna confuse things.
Well, no.
Do
so
it
what will
more!
happen? So, we'll discuss it afterwards. I'm not going to bore everybody in chat with like, hey, we're gonna figure this out for a minute. We're gonna do
Intro into
thing.
Gestalt.
Unless you
Yeah,
beg
we're
us to do it in chat.
Right? Yeah. If you really want to watch people creating Gestalt characters, we can do that. But I think maybe something more interesting would be actually watching a story unfold. So we are now back
Battle
in
music.
Shadowfell. So, when we last left, Ithul had escaped the bounds of the zombies' senses. They could no longer see him. They had begun to start patrolling again, and Adrian had decided to run into the middle. So, give me just a moment and let's pull up this initiative order. It is Adrian's turn. Adrian, battle music, please.
Are you there?
Okay, that's I'm sitting on my porch drinking moonshine with my corn cob pipe music. No banjo, please. That's I do not have the handlebar mustache to go along with that banjo. So
You
get
could
there, we'll
make
get there.
one with that glorious
One
stash.
day. One day.
We got some push-ups too.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Oh no. As we enter battle, it is time for push-ups. Who's gonna
For the
Oh
Rufa.
well,
Go
Garufa.
Rufa.
All right, and
This is
I
a
will do
slow-ass
them
phone
with
time to load.
Garufa. But
No, my
you can tell
shoulder,
me
that's
what
the-
to do, and I'll just tell you what to roll.
Not a problem.
How to not try not to murder everyone this time.
That was but a mere miscalculation. As
Very much understand.
after seeing the divine spectacle and that Ithil was safe and running in the opposite direction, safety, Adrian is going to run headlong into the mass of zombies 30 feet, after which he is going to cast Thunderstep and go into the room that the Nosferatu was in previously.
Okay, wait. So you are gonna cast. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. Let's see what's happening now. All right. So, can you move your token?
No.
Can you place a new token?
Let me try.
Well,
Yes. I can't
Okay,
move it
fabulous.
though.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
really?
What the?
It
That's
exists.
so
There are now
strange.
2 Asian placeholders, neither which I can move.
Hold on just a moment. Oh. Give me a sec. And you're Blix right now. Okay.
yeah.
All right, let's get. Oh my God, what's happening? What just? Oh God damn it! What just? Did I just erase it? Oh, I'm a monster. All right.
Worry not.
All right, let me see. You know
This
what?
Adrian is the
You-
false Adrian.
You can be Baltor for the time being, and then we'll create
Yeah.
a token for you
I
after.
sent you guys that token of his.
I need to give of really.
Yeah, I sent it to you and Lando.
So I didn't see it, and I'm very sorry that we haven't gotten that in there yet. There
all
is,
good.
but so sorry, my computer is definitely lagging right now. Hold on just a moment while I close out of a few things. But so all right, so you want to jump up. Oh, I'm on the GM. So you want to jump up here to the middle of the zombies.
Mhm.
All right. And then you're going to use Thunderstep. All right, can you pop Thunderstep up into the chat for me, please?
Not a
Won't that be
problem.
glorious? Let us
How
see
about
what's
Louis?
going on here with your thunderous steps.
Really, he's just
And
farting
chaotic
and using it to
platypus,
propel
no,
himself?
I get it. The classic gun farting music. If there's I get it. But it's also banjo. So okay, so the Thunderstep. Can you pop the description up in there? Can you do a put up in VTT? There we go. All right, so you teleport yourself, fabulous, and they take damage. You can bring along objects, all that kind of stuff. All right, and you can teleport yourself. How far? And the range. What is the range?
The range is 90 feet.
90 feet, and you want to head over to.
The chamber the Nosferatu was in originally. To see
Okay,
what
I need
goodies
so
I might
click.
be able to get.
Okay, so where you are clicking, that's where you want to go.
Yes,
Click for me again one more time.
right over here.
Okay. So give me a perception check.
All right, not a problem. Perception.
Oh, Arjanasi, welcome. Thanks for the bits.
Well, hi, Arajanasi. Well, thank you for the bits, my dear. That's fabulous. Are you
Welcome
watching
back.
us get all kinds of
Eldrazi, welcome
craziness?
back. Thank you
So
for
just so
saving
you
me.
know, and I realized that I didn't explain it to everybody else too. You might see that Gorf and Goru's names have now changed, and it's because in the Bear Clan, when you do heroic deeds, you are given a new syllable to your name, and because they both helped to clear out the mine, they were each given a new syllable. So they now each have 3-syllable names: Gorifon and Gorufa. Huzzah! Yay! And now, all right. So, you does anybody want to? Oh, there's still the +2s. If you use one of the +2s, I think we decided we still have. I want to say.
4.
Well, Irigenasi. I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong again. Erigenasi. Did 300 bits right before we left, so that would be another 3. So we've got 7. I think there's 7 total.
+2.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
use a
wait,
+2.
didn't we use them all to bring me back, or did we get more since
we
then?
had
No,
4.
that was not. That was the environmental effects.
Rex, that brought you back.
brought you
Okay.
back. So there is now. All right. So using one of them, we have 6 left. Using one of them, you realize that the zombies can all see. They seem to be. Any movement within 15 feet of them alerts them and their friends of
Ooh.
something. And if you teleport there, they will still be aware of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go one more to safety.
Okay, I want you to make me an intelligence check.
All right, not a problem.
And let's see. Oh dear. Yeah, so you don't remember anything. You don't remember anything. All right.
Not a
So
problem.
you're over here. And roll me some damage, please. For your Thunderstep.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
I
Let's see
think it
how
was
this
13.
goes. Oh, was it? I'm sorry. It was. You totally did. That was my bad. You
and it is a
can.
Constitution saving throw for the zombies.
Okay, give me 1 sec while I get these. While I get the damage thrown, you see all of the zombies sort of stumble back a little bit from the spot where you had jumped in there. They're not super excited about you right now. And what does the Constitution saving throw do if they miss it?
On a failed saving throw, they take 3d10, half as much if they succeed on it.
Oh, okay, so it's a saving throw. I'm gonna say because they are zombies and we're totally unprepared for this, that they all just took the damage. Because I don't want to go through
13
those
points of damage. All those zombies.
It's a reasonable
So-
excuse.
All right, now it is the zombies. And the thing, had you succeeded on your intelligence check, you would have realized that the zombies are on a set course around the rooms. And so they are all going to go back to their initial spots. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 30. This one is going to head down here. But these two start up here. So this one is going to go here. And this one sadly comes over here and alerts
hi, friend.
everyone to the fact that you are there and is now going to take a couple of attacks against you as it realizes you're here. And when the other zombies come back, like when it's their turn again, they're all going to realize you're there and they're going to attempt to murder you. So
Act quickly.
let us see.
All right.
What happens here? All right, and what is, let's see, your AC is 11, so the first one
11.
misses, but the second
Hallelujah.
one hits
Miraculously.
for 11 damage, sir.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it sure does. These are greater zombies. There's a reason we don't really want two squishy characters jumping into a melee with them. So-
I think Adrian actually has haste.
Yes. No, I thought a fool had haste.
Oh wait, I've been given haste.
Oh, well. I'm sorry that you tried to be sneaky about that. Like while I wasn't watching, Wizard, you bastard. There's haste will start taking effect next round, and sadly the +2 to your AC is not enough.
Beat out a 19.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
no, sorry.
It'll help him, you know.
Yes, it will. It will help him.
It will come in handy.
Pretty
So
squishy, so
now we've got Ethul. You have just been saved by the goddess Sune,
Yeah.
goddess of love, and her fabulous bunny rabbit.
He just picks up one of the little bunny rabbits, pats it on the head, and puts it back down. Thank you. And
as you
let's see
sort
here.
of move forward, you're wearing robes, right?
Correct.
Okay. You feel some things sort of moving around in your robes, and you realize that most of your pockets are now full of little bunnies that will occasionally sort of stick their head out and see what's going on in the world around.
Aww.
Give one a little chin scritch with my finger.
And it goes
I'm going
back
to-
in your pocket. All right, so now
And
what would you like to do with your turn?
The little bit of stress relief that provides me, I'm going to use second wind.
Okay, fabulous. Give me that roll. Give it to me.
What did I?
You got 3. I'm very
Aw.
sorry to say. You got like
Lame.
almost that as you could.
Well, then
You're very
with my
distracted
main
by
action,
bunnies.
with my main action, I will pop a potion, and I believe I have one greater I can use on this. Let me double check.
Ooh, look at that.
I do have one greater, so that's 2d4
Well,
plus
that's
4.
fantastic. All right, give that to me. Let's see if you can do a little better with this one than we did on the last one.
4 plus 4.
11. Great. Yes. Much more useful to you.
That with the plus 4?
No, so it's 15. Look at you.
Awesome. I got 15, 18 back.
And now what?
And since I'm still hasted and have that extra little delicious action, although it's pitch black in here, right? And I can't really see.
Yeah, so it's very dark.
Damn, that kind of screws me. I guess I will slowly move forward like 2 spaces to see if anything, if I could see what happened to Adrian.
All right. Where would
And,
you? Can you move your guy, or do you need me to move him for you?
Someone's got to move him for me, but just 2
Okay.
spaces forward. He's moving very carefully right now.
All right. He's checking things out, making sure he doesn't fall. All right. Delightful. Anything else you'd like to do?
And since no one's in range, he's gonna take his time, and that'll be me for now.
All right. And a hasted Adrian
So
is
Adrian,
now.
Right. Hi, friends. Looks like I'm going to be swift with this. Adrian's going to immediately just move to be right here. I'm on the wrong thing. Boop. Move to be right there. To get closer to the kind of sarcophagus right there. And I'm just going to search the area, see if there's any thing of no
Okay.
kind of
So
threats in the area.
investigating is an action.
Okay. I will take one of my actions to do that.
Okay. All right. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Well, first, give me a. Are you searching the sarcophagus or around the sarcophagus?
I'll search the sarcophagus itself.
Okay, then it's going to take 2 actions.
Yeah, I can take another round of punishment. I'll do it.
Are you okay? You're sure?
Wait.
I need you to make a decision.
Okay, I'm going to check around the sarcophagus first. No,
Okay.
screw it. Adrian would absolutely go ham. He's going to check the full sarcophagus.
All right.
He's
Okay.
risking a biscuit.
First, I need a strength check from you.
Oh, yay! Good joy. He's so good with this. Athletics is just strength.
Strength, just a straight strength.
Okay.
Because you're trying to move a sarcophagus lid. You absolutely failed at that. Like you're like pushing on it and you're like moving your feet and nothing's happening. So that's one action. You can now give me an investigation check to investigate around the sarcophagus.
Give me one moment. Get my head on.
Yeah.
Damn it, it has to be a creature. Yeah, okay, then I'll search around it. Here we go. Investigation check. God almighty, good thing I have.
Okay, all right. Investigation. You find nothing of interest
I'll give him
around
advantage.
it. All righty, let's do some advantage. Give me another investigation roll, please. All righty.
Nice.
So, around the sarcophagus, what you get is you begin to read. What languages do you speak?
Oh boy, currently only common and infernal.
Oh, okay. There is a little bit on there in Infernal. It seems to be written like as you have done a lot of writing and researching, while you don't speak or read them, you can sort of recognize the syllables used in a lot of different languages. And you realize that there's Infernal, there's Abyssal. It looks like there might be a little bit of Celestial in there. And you actually see a little bit of Undercommon as well. But the parts that you can read indicate that this was a gift from a demon. You said Infernal you speak,
Yes.
or Abyssal? Infernal.
Infernal.
So this was part of a deal that the Lich Queen made. This was going to be one of the protectors of her tower when she was traveling. It was originally a soul of another lich that pissed off its devil who had helped it become a lich, and so it was chained to this sarcophagus to serve a different lich forever without ever being able to become a lich again. And it was robbed, as a further torture, it was robbed of its most valuable asset, which was its mind. So it was just a beast forever, with the vague knowledge that it used to be incredibly intelligent and powerful.
Unfortunate fate.
Now, you've got a bonus action and
It's worse than
some
death.
movement.
Yeah, I have 60 feet of movement. I am going to take that knowledge and with the remaining 55 feet, get the hell out of this room.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Thanks for the follow.
So you're actually
G. Wolfman.
You are out of the room. You're down here by Ithul, but you do take an attack of opportunity.
Let's
So,
go.
Let's see. How does this roll for you? Another 19. You take another 12 damage. Good sir.
I'm going to use the Elan rage ability to spend a spell slot to give myself resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right, so
no,
you will only take 9 damage then, because half of that damage is necrotic.
Good. Oh,
And it's
sweet.
equally split. So you take
Nice.
9 damage
I am
and-
still alive.
and mark off that spell slot.
Woo!
So-
Spell slot well spent. Let's go.
Ah,
As I am like rushing by, passing the room. Alright, so I have some information about the Nosferatu vault. I'll tell it to you when we're safe. We should probably get out of here.
all right,
Castle
so
was about to be
now,
like, no time.
you both, Ithul, I would like you to make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
And you
Just a
can
straight
make this
intelligence
with-
check or save?
Yeah, but you can make this with advantage,
right.
because you've been amidst the zombies now.
Boom.
And does Lando need to do that for you? Oh no, you got it. All right, fabulous. So with an 18 intelligence, you realize, based on what you hear of the movement and like the groaning of the zombies, that they're just going back to normal. All of that when you are not within their view, that you are fine. So it is now the zombie's turn. And this zombie is going to come back here to its starting position. That zombie is going to go over here to its starting position. This zombie is going to go over here to its starting position. And now they are going to start moving along their routes. Or next round, they will start moving along their routes again. So does anybody have, I don't know, a torch or some light so you guys can see something?
He just kind of grabs Adrian's shoulder real quick. He's just like, don't move. They can't seem to see us if we stay far enough away from them. If we're going to fight these things, we need to do it at least one at a time.
You know, put together our resources and divide and conquer.
And I do believe I have a torch and some tinder, so I guess I'll use an action to spark up one of those.
Fabulous. And that you can now see 30 feet around you. So
Alright,
that's fun.
So I can see this guy over here around the corner to our right.
Yes. Can you see the aura around you?
I do not know. You turned off dynamic lighting for me, though, I think, so because I was fucking me up
so
before.
I created an aura around you to show you where your light reaches. So
Okay,
let
cool.
me see. Players can see it. There we go. Now can you see
Okay,
it?
now I
Yeah.
see it.
All right, fabulous. All right, and I'm also, because now you understand how the zombies work, I'm also going to allow you to see the zombies' auras.
Very nice. So now we know their range.
So, Yep, you
Let's
know
confuse
how
the
far
hell
away
out of
you
them.
can be.
Do I still have haste, or is that worn off? Has it been 3 turns?
This would be your second round of haste. So next round will be your last round.
Okay, so then I am going to bonus action Frostbane back to my hand in a poof of shadowy smoke. And while I'm outside of the visual range of this thing, I'm going to throw it at the thing's back and see what happens.
Okay. As you will first give me an attack roll. Give me that sweet, sweet ranged attack that we all love so much. That's right, we sure do.
Hell yeah. Boom. That go?
And let's see, are you doing it? I'll allow you to do it with advantage because they are unaware of your presence.
Oh,
So,
damn. How did I
yes.
click Mind Blast? What
Yes.
the fuck?
It does. I mean, sure.
Ignore that. That's not
It's an
supposed to happen.
awesome animation.
So the psychic damage doesn't do anything because it is a mindless creature. And the cold only seems to do a little bit. Just
All right.
a
How does
little
it
bit.
react? Does it like turn around to see if it can find me? That's
It
mostly
does
what I'm
not.
concerned with.
It doesn't seem to notice.
Excellent. That's all I was gonna do.
All right. And we're going to do Adrian real quick. Adrian, what are you going to do?
Going into, I'm just going to move to be kind of centered to try and get as far away from where all of them could possibly see me without
Okay.
also being in the line where they might walk.
Fabulous.
And
What's
then
next?
Adrian's going to reach into his pocket, and you watch as he kind of pulls out what seems to be a small vial. As he opens the top of it, he points it in the direction of the zombie that's in the room, and uttering a mamere, he casts Acid Splash upon the zombabo.
This one? Okay,
Yes.
Fabulous. Roll me that spell, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Not a problem. There you go.
All right, so... Oh, it's a DC 16 dexterity save. Well, let's
Yes,
look
it
at
is.
this. Hi, Mr. Zombie. Let's see if you can get out of the way, Mr. Zombie.
Ooh.
Oh! Damn! Okay. So,
Get us
he
with it,
crit
baby.
failed. So, as you cast this spell, you don't necessarily intend to do this, but you actually cast it at the back of his legs, and you watch as the acid dissolves one of his hamstrings,
Oh my god.
and his movement is now
Yes.
halved. He still doesn't realize. You realize that they only recognize living things within their aura. And with that knowledge, we will head back to Jarsai.
Oh, dang.
Baby!
So, let
Get
us
it.
see what's going on over here in the land of the Fire Genos, shall we?
Only amazing
There is-
thing.
There is an Efreet standing right in front of you. He is standing there. He wants his goddamn money.
Will you give it to me?
The governor, the beautiful Fire Genasi governor, suddenly jumps from the throne looking at this Fire Genasi. He moves incredibly quickly. You see him recover his decorum very, very shortly. And he begins to try to negotiate with the Efreeti. He says, of course, it is simply that your brethren, the Tao and the Merid, have cut me off from any sources of income, as has the army of undead and robots. We simply need a little more time. The Afridi cuts him off. You will give me my due, and you will give it to me now, or I will find a sultan who can. And now, tell me, what do you boys do?
I don't think he's heard getting blood from a stone, the phrase.
Doesn't matter. He don't care.
I'm just gonna whisper to Felix. Should we leave?
We kind of need them. It really has nothing to do with us.
I'm gonna need you to tell me, because this one's
up to
about
you,
to
Dale.
pop off. It's about to pop off. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds to make this decision.
Dale, see if you could talk to them.
May we be of any service in this situation?
The Afridi looks at you and stops for just a moment. He recognizes what you are. And because he lives in the elemental planes, he lives in the city of Brass, which is the merchant center of the multiverse, aside from Sigil, of course. So he has heard the rumors of Mithardir, the third level of Arborea, being shaped and changed for creatures called the Reapers. He's heard the stories and he is intrigued, but not enough to stop him from what he's doing. So he simply looks at you and says, if you have 5,000 gold pieces, I will leave you in peace. You may have another month of life. Faldon. Do you have 5,000 gold? Is this one's life worth that to you?
Do
Is it
we have
us?
5,000 gold on us?
Yes. That's you asked. You asked if you could be of service. He said, if you've got 5 grand, you sure can. He doesn't care where the money comes from.
He just wants his money.
We do not have that money on us, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, we have much more wealth to come in the future if you'd allow us to finish negotiations with the governor here.
It won't matter what you negotiate with him if he's dead in a few moments and there's a new governor, will there?
I suppose not. Would rather we continue to talk to the one we talked to before.
It doesn't matter what you want. We have a contract. It's due. You hold power, and I keep the others away from your palaces for 5,000 gold every month.
I do carry an item of almost that worth.
Truly?
I'll
Deal,
grab the bag of holding,
what are you doing?
and I'll take out. It's okay. We have no use for it. I'll take out the serpent's fang, I think it's called.
The
Yes,
serpent's fang. Which is a rare item, yes?
It's a rare item. Rare items are worth from 1,000 to 5,000. So it's up to you.
Yeah,
how
it
close gets.
would be about 2,500. Like that one. It's not a super fab rare item. It's just a sword that poisons people. You know?
No, it's just
So I'll
Poison
say I'm
sword.
gonna say 2,000. I'm gonna say it's worth
It's
2,000.
just a killer sword.
Does
Good
the
sword.
genie know that?
Yes, he.
Deal
Well,
probably
we can
doesn't,
find
so-
out.
Are you trying to
Well,
swindle a
hold on,
genie?
everyone. Let's not metagame this. If Dill's the one negotiating this, Dill's got to negotiate it. So Dill.
Dill probably doesn't know exactly what it's worth. He knows that it's worth somewhere between 1,000 and 5,000. So this is what he offers.
Okay. Are you going to try to elevate its value in the mind of the Ifrit?
Yes, we are. Indeed. This
Okay. What? Well, tell me.
There
What
has item.
are you gonna try to persuade him or deceive him?
I'd like to persuade him.
Okay, so you are going to attempt to persuade him at disadvantage because you're doing this without. Dill has not yet learned all the subtleties of human interaction, so winks and nudges don't really work on him all that well. So you're going to do this at disadvantage, as Dill is a little confused as why you're saying the things that you're saying, because they're not necessarily true. They're on the verge of truth, which is why I'm allowing you to do persuasion.
Can I use an inspiration to just make it a flat roll?
Yes, you can. You sure
Okay.
can.
I'll do that.
I'll give you advantage with the points.
It's
You don't
not-
have to use your
it's
inspiration.
Wait, I still got one more inspiration. It's fine.
No, you save your goddamn inspiration, Mike.
Okay, fine.
Fine. There you go.
I have
All
way
right.
too many channel points.
I know this is gonna. Oh my god.
Well, 21.
I need you to start asking for some secrets or some crap. So all right. So with 21 persuasion, why don't you tell me exactly what you say to the Sifrit about this poisoned sword?
Yes. I noticed the sword on your belt is very, very beautiful, but have you noticed that it's lacking something? A little bite that this sword could offer. This sword, magnificent as it is, could give you that edge on opponents. It's the lovely design made from our dwarven
As
minds.
you're speaking, he unsheathes his scimitar, which immediately bursts into flames.
Yep.
And-
Beautiful, but not poisonous. You know, a lot of fiends are active right now, and that may not be as effective as the sword of venom.
There's give me, because I think most denizens of the lower planes are immune to. I know they're immune to fire, but I think most of them are also immune to poison.
So what roll do you want?
Give me an Arcana check to see whether or not you know, or are you just gonna try to convince him?
I was just gonna try to convince him.
Okay. All right. So you are attempting to convince him to essentially take this sword
Why
because it
not
was
have
useful to
both?
him.
There are some enemies who, are resistant to fire. There are some enemies who are resistant to poison. If you have both, you wouldn't have to worry about that. And with your magnificence, of course, you wouldn't have to worry about that.
All right. So apparently you did not hear the part where the City of Brass is the largest trading hub in the multiverse.
Yeah.
So he is very aware of exactly what magic items are in fact worth.
Yeah.
So, he looks at the sword and he says, "Yes, I have a collection of them at home. It's worth approximately 2,000 gold pieces, depending on the person that you sell it to. If I pulled in some favors, I could get 2,500, but I'm not inclined to pull in any favors as I am already owed the money. What else have you got?"
Well, I also have this dancing rapier.
Now that's worth a lot more.
That's so nice, though.
I
Felix.
didn't want to get rid of it. It was beautiful.
There's you give me perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
This right there.
Yeah, give me some perception.
Where is it? Perception. It's 17.
Some of that perception.
You don't see anything. Dill,
I
you don't
see
see
that I
anything
don't
either.
see anything.
You don't. Neither one of you see anything, so there's no reaction that you
Sure.
can make. But you all of a sudden see the Ifrit throw a ball of fire that lands against the wall, and you see the red hair of the fire genasi just a little singed on the back. And as you follow the course of the fireball, you see that he was trying to sneak away from the situation
Oh,
while you all were talking. And the
Fucking
Afridi,
idiots.
the Afridi looks at him and he says, "We're not done yet."
I
So,
look back at Dale and I say, maybe we should talk to another guy. I mean, this guy. No, we. What do you think, Dale? I don't know anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't think I understand this situation exactly. Sir, if really, what may I call you?
you may call me Sultan.
Dalton.
Sultan. Well, this governor, if you were to kill him, would you be the one to take power, or will another governor take his place?
He holds his hand up and he says, "Who wants the throne?" And every hand in the hall immediately shoots up. He looks out at them, points at all of them, and says, "Any of them."
I see.
Oh.
Are you still going to offer the dancing sword?
Yes. Wait, where's
The
the,
Efreet.
where's the dancer that I met with, and we both failed at picking each other's pockets?
He's like maybe 2 rows of people back.
Him. Wait. What about that guy? He seems pretty cool.
Are you? I'm sorry. Are you telling the Efreet to murder Faldon?
No, but
Because that's what you're doing. I really need you to think before you speak, sweetness.
really don't want to get rid of my weapon. Fine. Here, I humbly offer this as payment for Faldon.
He looks at you and he says, "Are you offering both swords? I will take both." And here's where you can really shine. I am going to need some persuasion.
From both of us?
Yes, you can both use persuasion and you can both have advantage because of what you are doing right now.
I just can't. All right, Felix, you have a back pocket
26.
advantage.
Thank God. 27.
All right, Dill, you take it away. I mean, this
27 and
showdown.
26.
We're pretty persuasive.
Me and Dill just kind of like shoulder to shoulder. We're like, well, you see here.
Okay.
I
Dope.
do believe that
All right.
in this case the dancing rapier will suffice.
So he is going to hold on. So you got a 19 and a 17. Okay. Wait. So you got a 19. Sorry, I think
I got a
my
26. The first one was the 17 perception to see if Faldon.
Okay, there was the persuasion. All right, so that was
I got a
there we go.
26.
Sorry. So 27 to 26. Thank you. Sorry, my internet just bonked out again. It sure
Fine.
did. It said no. It said shut up, you bastards. And he is going to then let's see. He is going to. I don't think he can make it on this one. You guys did really well. So he does not. So he was doing a bartering essentially with his charisma. And
Let's hear
he
it. I want to hear how he barters.
you understand that dancing weapons are not really all that uncommon outside of prime materials. There's nothing much that is special about them. I might be able to get 2,000 gold for them, maybe.
Come now,
But
Dalton.
you recognize immediately that
He's full of shit.
All right, we do the trade. We keep the serpent's fang, but we appreciate each other's eye for magical items.
Well, let me see then. I would be willing to settle this for the dancing rapier and 1,000 gold.
Valdon, would you like to pitch in, or?
Valdon is looking at you sort of a little helplessly. There's you recognize pretty quickly that Valdon doesn't actually have any money, that everything is spent on these parties.
Hold on.
I'm gonna turn Felix around for a second. Felix, why exactly are we helping this man?
I don't know.
It seems like he made a deal with the devil, and now the devil's come to collect. Why is it our duty to help him?
I am not a devil. I am an elemental.
Yes. It's this thing called a metaphor.
Dill, please.
You're a metaphor.
Thank you.
Metaphor for death.
You're a metaphor.
Are we arguing with the priest right now? That's okay. Listen, Dill.
I hadn't looked at it that way.
The only reason that the Ifrit has not immediately killed him is because he actually loves barter. He loves, this is part of what he does. As soon as you guys could have stopped that, as soon as you stop that, he's just gonna murder this guy.
250.
He looks at you and he laughs, and he's like, "You're an idiot."
Yes, I'm aware. Worth a try. Okay, we'll split it still. Both of us give 500.
Fabulous.
You must realize that I'm indifferent to this man's life.
I'm aware. I am too, but he will owe us his entire life if we do this for him.
Oh, that's a very good point. Falden, you will agree to our demands if we help you out, will you not?
Falden looks at you and he says,
Falden, you don't have a choice, honey. You will die if we don't help you.
Fine. I will do what I can to help. Take the deal.
Insight check.
I will assist the insight check.
24. I don't need you,
yeah.
Felix.
Yeah, you didn't. You're good. But no cigar.
It is. Wow, he got a 2. Damn it.
We got your number, Falton. Your mother frickin' number.
So, So he he says, "Oh," and the Afridi suddenly pulls a contract out of thin air. He says, "What is the name of your settlement?"
It is the Delver's Dream Mine.
Good. And he alters the contract slightly to say that Faldan, or the ruler of the of the Fan of Glory, whoever that happens to be, because he kills them on a regular basis. So the ruler of the Fan of Glory for the next month will help Delver's Dream in any way they can. And he forces Faldan to sign it. He then takes your rapier and your gold, bows to you, smiles, says, You may be welcome in my home one time when you visit the city of brass. And he touches each of your foreheads with a finger, and you feel a little bit of burning sensation. And for a moment, there's a sigil that appears and then fades back into your skin.
I give a courteous bow back with, a tear as I see my beautiful weapon leave me.
And now, the Afriti disappears the way he came.
I'm
Really
back
fucked
down
up,
to
Baldon.
1,000 gold. Fucking.
Really fucked up, Baldon. You know that?
There's,
Thanks, man.
and as the Afriti disappears, we get back to some Bear Brothers.
Bear Bros.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yes.
The Bear Bros.
So you have bathed in the waters of the Well of Gestalt. Have you accepted the planar touchstone?
I have accepted and hopefully attuned to the planar touchstone.
You have attuned to the planar touchstone. And as long as you are attuned to the planar touchstone, everyone will be able, in the party, will be able to maintain their powers. But if you ever give it up, all of it is gone.
So if I find a better item that's better for me, I can do that.
You
kidding.
absolutely
I'm just
could. Yes.
And then we
Sorry,
would just
guys,
have a
there's
2-hour
half your
stream where
levels.
we're just all crying. And that-
Especially you.
Rebuild my entire
Especially
character
you.
again.
Where did I invite
We-
this asshole? to
Weep
play
for the
with
greed
us?
of Gorufa. So now, you have been dismissed from the well, but as you are crossing the bridge, the council looks at you and says, the tasks that you are accomplishing outside of these walls are far more important than the minutia of ruling from day to day. We need you out in the world as we need your brother, right now more than anywhere else. Your diplomacy skills will be invaluable, but your skills in battle will be invaluable as well. Go. And they hand you 4 small stone ravens. And they explain to you, each of these ravens can be used to send us a message. It will fly here as quickly as it can. It will fly back to you as quickly as it can. Each message can be only 30 seconds in length or less.
Thank you.
Take
I will.
4 in case you need to send multiple messages or in case you need to send a second message after the first has departed.
I will keep you as informed as I can, Council.
Wonderful. Now, what do you need to know about this war? The Loxodon unit in the pass is still intact. They were not attacked until one of them attempted to cross the line of the undead, at which point it was torn apart by hundreds of hands.
That makes sense.
The Loxodons have a plan to blow the pass, which would, while it will not stop those armies, it would disperse them. They would have to travel around many different smaller passes through the mountains. They will need your help to make that happen if it's going to happen. We've gotten word from Duopolis. Something has happened in the Temple of Nemesis. We don't know what yet, but it seems that the temple has stopped functioning. We assume that it has something to do with Non-Ked, some sort of preliminary force, but they also tell us that the woods are full of undead and Warforged, as we have begun calling them. The desert in Jarsayi is also seeing a buildup, though that border is much larger, so it is taking far longer to build up across that border. But, contrary to popular understanding, there seems to be an expeditionary force of undead attempting to go through the Badlands. They don't care when the undead die. They are actively searching a safe route through, and they are finding it. And when they do, there will be an unstoppable force along a border we thought was secure.
This is grave news, indeed. Before I leave, I have one of the contracts I brought up earlier. I think it's of utmost importance that we move forward in signing a contract with Delver's Dream Mine so that we may have more mobility, especially if we are about to blow the pass, so that we may cover some of those smaller passes with our forces.
You are of the council. You may make that decision on your own.
Then I will sign it for the council.
And you have an understanding that essentially wherever the contract is actually signed, that's where the portal appears.
Cool. Sounds great. Like, okay. Like physically, and then that is the immediate teleportation that...
Yeah, you do. You sign the contract wherever you want the actual portal to be. And then the contract will dissolve and be rewritten in stone in the market.
Would you prefer me signing it outside the city, or it might be more efficient to sign it within the barracks?
As they discuss, they don't want any enemy to have access to the heart of the mountain. So yes, they want you to sign it out in the farmlands.
I thought it was on the other end. I got it. Yes. Okay. I will sign it as I leave.
Fabulous. We have ravens too. We will send you information as we get it. But we must decide where our forces will be going. And they explain the forces that they have currently at their disposal. Now, Baland, every single person has military training. You are required to enter the military and do mercenary service for the government for 2 years. So you train for a year and then you do 2 years of service, and that's one of the ways that Baland actually makes all of their money is sending out their mercenary. So you have Kenku engineers, you have Aarakocra archers, you have Bearfolk barbarian, you have Minotaur fighters, you have Owl druids, you have Mousefolk rogue, you have Turtle bards, you have Loxodon clerics, you have Leonin paladins, you have Tabaxi sorcerers, and you have Hairfolk wizards. Those are the forces that you can, and we can go over it after stream exactly where everything's going to be set up. But you now know where you can place people, and we can talk about what they can do. So,
I think
what are you going to do now?
I think we should make post haste to Duopolis to rally forces there, and to also sign a contract there so that we may have as much mobility as possible with our forces. I think it will be the key to defeating our enemy is our own mobility. Is there any help that can be offered to Gorufan and myself to help us get there and not ride by horse?
Unfortunately not.
Then I will go find my brother, and we will leave post haste.
And as you do so, you head down the mountain to find Gorfon. Now, gonna have to get used to saying that now. Okay, his name changed. All right, fabulous. There. So, Gorfon, who is down in the maw. What are you doing down in the maw?
You're muted, bro. That's embarrassing.
Nothing. He's
That's
taking a nap. He is he's looking
Cool.
at like some
Sorry,
bees
I'm
and
super
wondering
glad
when they're
because
gonna make honey for him.
my dog was barking, and usually I just mute the stream, but I muted both so that when I did talk, I would remember to unmute both of us so everyone could hear me.
Oh.
Yay! So we're learning. So, anywho, Gorf is down in his old barracks with his old unit, talking to his old sergeant, and inevitably, the sergeant asks Gorf to break in some of the new recruits. So he's doing some sparring with some of the new Bearfolk recruits
Fabulous.
and teaching them cool things.
How is the new recruit?
I feel like they all really want a piece of him. So most of the recruits, Gorf just beats really easily. But there was one that Gorf was like, he was really trying hard not to like look like he was really trying, but he was really trying not to get knocked on his ass because this dude is big, even bigger than Gorf. He's just an absolute behemoth.
I love it. And which family does he belong to?
Is he a bugbear?
He is not.
He
A
is
bugbear.
not a bugbear. No, he actually was. That's a great question to be put on the spot about. Let me. So.
Well, never. I mean, we can.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
Next time.
Not a prestigious family. He came from very little, and by the work of his hands, he has grown very strong and big. I feel like he was next.
Fabulous.
He lived next to like a tabaxi like dairy farm and just drank a shitload of milk.
Okay. Awesome.
So,
I think you might need to refresh your stream there because we still got an Afridi up there.
Thank you.
There's all right. So you are sparring down in the barracks. As your brother enters, do you stop or do you continue?
I take a break and just talk to him and give him a big hug and be like, "Congratulations, brother. I'm so proud of you. I knew this day would come. I just didn't think it would come as soon."
I'm proud of you, Gorfon. Our new names.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
us
that's gonna
celebrate
get
together.
something used to.
And you see the whole, like, the news had not reached them yet of this, and the whole dojo just erupts with cheers and delight at the fact that you have new names. It's glorious.
Yes.
It's always a time for celebration. And you hear some people whispering, "Give me a perception check." Where my rolls at? I want some rolls.
Perception.
Better give me them goddamn rolls.
There we go.
There you
Hit
go.
you in the mouth.
That's a 10.
There's Goru. You hear something. You stop. Your diplomat's senses sort of, as other people are talking, you stand very still, and you're actually listening to like 4 or 5 conversations that are happening in the background while you're talking to this person.
Gorf doesn't know how to do
And no, he does not. as per your 10 perception would indicate. There's you hear someone in the back of the dojo commenting on the fact that right before you all had entered the city, that your father had been stripped of his name. His name is now simply Go. He has gone back to one syllable. Yeah. Not great. Not great for him. Or your family in general. So y'all better bring your family name back up out the dirt if you want some respect. So now you are in the dojo. You are watching recruits. You're helping to train. What are you gonna do now?
Orphan, as much as I would love to celebrate with you in the city, to see our wonderful people and the hard work that they are putting in to ready themselves, we have urgent business in Duopolis. It's going to be a hard ride by horse.
Duopolis?
Yes.
I mean, I guess you have to go talk to more people, seeing as you're on the council at all. Alright.
The wants and needs of our people must be put above our own, and we should leave immediately to refresh our horses, gather supplies, and leave.
Gorfon isn't very happy, but
of course, brother.
Yeah.
The giant recruit sort of looks sadly at the fact that he's not going to be able to spar you anymore, but they all understand what they must do.
Gorf goes up to him and be like, he whispers in his ear,
"You'll be a great warrior one day. Just keep it up. I believe in you." He pats him on the back.
And he super excited about it. Little tear. Little tear. Oh. So, you head out. I will say that you spend the night so that your horses can be refreshed because they are very tired. So it will be the next day for you, and with that,
sorry. I just had a thought. Can I retcon what I said to him?
You died. You
Okay,
died.
all right.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
Gorf just died. Now, yes, you would like to retcon something?
Well, add
that
something. Add something.
I don't really like, but sure.
He's gonna say too. He's like,
when you're done with your service, come find me in Delver's Dream. We could do some good things together.
Ooh. Excited. And with that, as you all go take a nap for the day, we will head back down to the Shadowfell and let's see what we can do with this. Let's see if we can't get this thing done. I am going to, because I don't want combat to last for hours and hours and hours, I am going to give you each a 60-second time limit on each of your turns now. So, who's up first? It looks as though it is Ethul. Ethul, go.
Well, I believe I am going to... You know what? I got a few daggers that I've been carrying around that I don't need. I'm going to toss one in the back of its fucking head.
Okay, great. Give me that. Give me a roll with advantage. Now that it's target practice with the zombies time.
Alright, and
all right, 21 does hit.
I might as well throw another one.
Okay. Do you have 2 attacks
both my daggers?
in a round?
With haste, I do, unless I wore off.
This will be the last round with haste.
Okay, yeah. So 2 daggers.
But the second one missed, anyways. Womp womp. Very sad. It's all very sad.
And I'm gonna take a About 2 steps to the left, 2 spaces to the left, and just kind of make sure he stays out of any range.
Okay, so you can't hold your movement.
I'm not holding it. I'm just moving backwards to the left 2 spaces.
Yeah, so that's where you're gonna be for the round, for the rest of the round. Just FYI. Blix,
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
Blix. Did you forget my name is Adrian?
Sorry, Adrian. Adrian,
Well,
sorry,
we-
that's what I've got. Your token is Blix.
I know. Don't worry. I'm just messing with
All
you.
right,
Sorry.
Adrian.
But it's-
Adrian, who's slowly turning into an Abishai.
Oh,
what would you like to do?
Well, it seems that they do not react to anything that's not organic. So, I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere right behind our dear friend there. So it's going to be doing some consistent damage. Let's try to burn him alive as fast as possible.
Fabulous. All right. There is. All right. So little dexterity save is what he gets.
Yep,
He gets a
because
little
it's going to a
dexterity
me.
save. Fabulous. And let's see how that goes. It's a 12. So he takes 3 damage, doesn't he? Is there any other effect? If there is not, that's fine. We will simply move on to the next thing. All right. So we now have the zombies' turn. So we will be going clockwise, and you get to watch as they all start marching around the perimeter. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. Uh-oh. Zombie sees a fool. And now is going to attack.
no.
Yeah.
I've got help
And
back,
now all the
and
other
I'm just
zombies
gonna.
know.
If it feels like he's gonna hit me at all, I'm just gonna throw up shield again.
All right, fabulous. And there are 2 attacks. And Thule, you've got AC of 15. It does feel like one's gonna get you pretty bad. So use that spell slot. You throw up shield just at the last moment and stop him from doing so.
You just see a
Thank
purple
the Lord.
terrier appear and just repel his fist back.
And he's like, whatever. Doesn't really
Me
understand.
not have brain work.
Nope. So, Ithul, what are you gonna do now?
All right. Well, I'm in his range, so I guess I'm going to just pull out.
And you
the
are no longer
scimitar.
hasted, by the way. There is no haste.
This is true. So I'm just going to take a swing with my scimitar.
Gimme terror. All right. Give me some attack.
I don't want to risk an attack of opportunity.
All right. So with an 8, sadly you miss, good sir. Anything else that you'd like to do this round?
Not that I can use a bonus action for, so that'll be me.
All right. And Blix. Sorry,
Hi.
Adrian.
So
God,
my internet
killing me.
cracked itself. But alas, I am now here with worse audio on my phone, for the show must go on. Oh boy, I'm just gonna be doing some massive support. Oh boy. So I'm going to, from my position right there, just going to, yeah, I'm gonna cast Acid Splash at the zombie that's currently engaged with Ithul.
Okay. Fabulous. Give me that attack and damage, please.
It is a, I believe, God, why must everything break right now? I know it is a saving throw, though. Yeah, it is a Dexterity saving throw, DC 16.
All right. Dexterity saving throw, DC 16, you say.
Yeah.
Fabulous. All right, and he does not make it.
Well,
Not even close. So
All
you
right.
take how much damage?
I just rolled 12.
12 damage. Good God. All
12
right,
points of acid.
cool. So you see this sizzle in his face as little bits of skin just start falling off. They're already rotten. Now they're just falling right off him. It's gross. You're
How much
gross.
punishment can these things take?
A lot. They are greater zombies. There's... So this is a lich's tower. Like, this is not some cute little necromancer who decided to set up shop in the Shadowfell. This is a lich that apparently had deals with major devils. So
Very true. This means that the treasures and secrets they hide are just that much greater.
yeah, if you survive this, which you very well might not. There's so zombie, first one, knows that you are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does not quite make it to range, but next round he will definitely be ready to beat your ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And Adrian, you are going to take a couple of empowered slams.
Oh boy.
And one of them crits.
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
both
just,
of them hit.
I'm just going to spend a first level spell slot to reduce the bludgeoning damage of that second hit. Please and thank you.
I will say you can reduce bludgeoning damage for the round for you.
Oh, thank you.
So that's 14, 15. So you will take 7 bludgeoning damage and 30 necrotic damage.
30. Oh, yeah. I am down, but not instantaneously killed. Woohoo!
All right, good. There we go. So you're down. All right, sorry for that.
It's all good.
And now this one is going to go after Ithul. And let's see, Ithul, what's going on for you? How you doing? How you doing, Ithul? Oh, goddamn.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Ithul, you are going to take 14 bludgeoning damage and 16 necrotic damage for that, so 30 damage.
Alrighty then.
Are you still up?
Yep.
Oh, wow,
Barely.
okay. All right, cool. All right, I just... this is... I think unless there's some crazy save that's gonna happen, I think we're about to lose. I really think we're about to lose two characters. I think they are on the verge of true death.
I hardly knew
because, yeah, like there were a lot of bad choices that have been made in this combat. So yeah, there's okay. So, it is now Ithul's turn. Your companion is now on the ground, bleeding out. And you are surrounded by awful zombies. What would you like to do?
Yeah. I'm going to.
Save your skin.
He's just seeing that Adrian's down. He's just fuck. And he kind of like wisps up some of the shadows from underneath himself cast by the torch and kind of drapes them over himself, casting false life. I'm going to do that at second level.
Okay. Okay.
Let me just get this through the freaking input here.
So give me that 1d4.
Oh, and of course it didn't roll it. I must have programmed that.
Okay, so that's 8. So you get 13 points back, Adrian. Oh no, that's on yourself. Sorry. So you get 13 points, Ithul.
Yeah, it's for me. So I got. Let's see. That's okay. He's
Oh
gonna
God.
fucking
Okay.
move south. He's just gonna try and move south, risking the attack of opportunity to try and get out of their range.
Okay.
Right
All right.
south.
Let's see how this goes. 17. Do you have a reaction? Can you use shield again?
Yes, I can. I'm only down to one
Okay.
spell slot for after this, but I gotta do it.
Then they miss. All right. So you can move. Where would you like to move to?
6 spaces down.
2, 3, 4. So I'm actually. You can get just outside the doorway. And now, is there anything else you'd like to do?
You know what? I'm gonna end my turn there. And how much does
my
it cost
God.
to incite a crit success?
You what?
How much does it cost on the stream to do force a crit success?
I don't think we can do that anymore.
Yeah, no, I got rid of that because it was too much. There was too much craziness going
What
on.
about 20,000?
20.
20,000 for a critical success.
No, I'm sorry.
That-
I'm sorry.
Fair.
We got rid of the crit fails
That's fair.
and the crit successes because just for this situation, so that yeah.
we could actually die.
Oh,
there does
guarantee a
come a
crit
point
success.
so
Okay.
I need everyone at this digital table and everyone watching to understand if you make really bad choices, you die.
Yeah.
That's just what happens if you keep making bad choices, and if I keep warning you especially that your choices are bad and you keep making them, you're just gonna die. So no, there will be, unless there is another divine intervention, there will be no saving yet. So let's hope. Let's really hope hard that you can roll a crit. You do have advantage on this
Still gonna-
roll. So,
Oh, he has advantage
Adrian.
already?
Woo! Okay.
Well,
Advantage on my
Anton,
death save.
I think it was Anton offered advantage.
I was gonna do that instead. I was
better
gonna do
get
that.
them fucking crits.
Okay.
You better hit it.
The death saves button on. Oh, can I do that? Ah,
Do you want me to roll?
I should be able to. Oh, that worked.
Okay.
Did it roll it?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, it
you
worked.
have
But you have
advantage.
You have
Four.
advantage.
It
That's
worked, but
20! No, 15. I mean, that's a
So
success.
you do succeed on your death save. So you have gotten through one of those.
Hopefully,
But
if you don't move or
unfortunately-
twist on the floor, they'll assume you're gone.
Unless the stream is gonna save you again.
Do I count as organic life when I'm dying?
You absolutely do.
Oh well, that is the end of our boy Adrian.
Yeah.
2 sessions.
Yeah.
Worst
A-
lifespan ever. That's horrible.
A zombie comes over. He sees you on the ground, just lifts his foot up and smashes you. First in the gut and then in the head. There's now a bloody smear where Adrian used to be.
Oh boy.
And the zombies now go back to their patrol. Ithul, what would you like to do?
Well, you don't go places without a cleric.
No, I've got so let
we
me
were
be
thrown here.
let me be very clear. There were like 7 separate opportunities for you guys to avoid this. And you continually chose to jump back in. I get it. There is, but a cleric would not have saved you in this situation.
No.
So now,
Only
Heals,
Gorf.
always turn the call.
It
Never
is-
underestimate the heals.
Ithul, tell me, what are you gonna do?
I would test a theory, but it's a little too fucking risky.
Wait,
so I'm
theory?
just gonna dip out of the tower. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay, you are
Oh.
still in the Shadowfell, and you have no way to get back. Give me an insight check with advantage.
In Psycho, let me get off.
Don't
the
die,
quick,
our
quick.
precious, precious Athul.
Athul has goals. He's not intending to die anytime soon. Insight. I'm in the spell sheet. That's not got insight.
Oh my gosh, we have our
Psycho.
first death.
Our
Oh,
first
that makes me so sad.
of our server. Our first death on
Oh wow.
at Player
Okay.
Allies.
Someone
Alright.
has to be the first. I'm glad it was me.
true. Okay. So Ithul, first.
You're muted,
Second
Mike.
session.
Your oh wait, I'm sorry. We're gonna rewind. I know that I don't like to do this, but the death is upsetting me a lot. I am going to if you want to use the rest of the +2s,
Oh fuck, we forgot about that.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I will
what the
allow
hell?
you to have the crit on your death
okay.
save,
That's
which will give
nice.
you 1 hit point. Okay, you will have 1.
You do something
And
fabulous.
you will need to make some very good decisions.
I will agree to take them if because those are communal. I can't just be like,
Nope,
oh yes,
they're
Adrian
not-
is
Take 'em.
I'm sorry,
communal?
they're not communal anymore. I, as the dungeon master, just grabbed them all.
Oh,
That's
They
me.
belong to you.
DM
Like
overruled.
greedy bitch dungeon master right
Yeah.
over here.
the DM has taken them and thrown them into my pocket. Who am I
All right,
to
so
deny?
you have 1 hit point.
1 hit point in a dream.
You now
maybe.
here's a homebrew rule on our server. Okay. If you spend all of your movement standing up, you will not get an attack of opportunity from going from prone to standing. That is the information that I will give you. Now tell me if you can survive this situation.
I will use all of my movement to stand. For all the information that I have gotten, I know, there's light, so I can see that Athul's over there. I know that he's in the spot that is safe. I'm gonna get my ass over the safe. And Adrian is just going to cast. Wait, can I even use it just by 9? Let's see the distance.
Danielle will just give you haste as well.
He already had
Oh,
it.
good.
Baby!
Yeah, he already had haste, but we'll
No.
give him some more.
Here, I'll refund
right.
yours, Danielle.
So,
I just need
every-
one spell that gets me far enough away.
How many?
to
First
have-
off, how many spell slots do you have left? Because you've used a
I have
lot.
1 3rd level spell slot left. Oh yeah, I can just boom out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna boom out of here.
Yes.
Thunderstep! They're all around me. I'm getting out of here and giving some pain while I'm doing
Okay.
it.
Do it.
All right.
Ouch!
I will allow. All right, let's do Constitution saves for these guys. All right.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Right.
Just
There's-
kidding.
alright.
Stupid.
All right. It looks like all of them succeed on their Constitution saves, so they each take 9 points of damage. All right. Okay, and we were brought back from the brink by the kindness of strangers. There's
As per usual.
Thank you all once more. Also, another apologies. My internet is just acting all the way up. I'm just going to fly on the phone from
Okay.
here.
All right, we can roll for you as we need, and just be aware of your bonuses and things like that, and let us know.
Not a problem.
All right, so you all catch your breath for a round as the zombies once again reset to their original positions. So,
6 points of fucking damage and still
what are you gonna do?
Adrian looks over to Athul. Let's go.
Athul, one thing with your insight check that you realize is that the thing that Ingrath relies on is not times, days, anything like that. It's events. So there is something in the tower that you will have to get, and then that will signal to her that it's now time to bring you back. Unless you get whatever you need in the tower, you will be stuck in the Shadowfell.
What did you find in the sarcophagus?
I was unable to properly open it. I'm not quite strong of body. I'm strong of mind.
I don't know.
If there was some way to be able to remove the top of the sarcophagus itself, we might be able to claim what's within it. But until we are able to do such a thing, I believe we may be trapped here.
Okay. What I want from you, the two of you, is I want you to tell me what you know as of now.
I can garner that there's something here that needs to be found for Ingrath to get us the hell out of here.
Sure.
It's the tower of, if I'm not mistaken, Big Bad Bitch Lich, who we're dealing with in Narket.
Yes.
These things move in set patterns, and they go back to their patterns when they're not engaged with something.
Perhaps we can wait for there to be an opening within their patrol.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to maneuver around them for now.
I would like you. Okay, Adrian, you can do this with advantage. Athul, you can also do it with advantage because you saw them in their original positions. Each of you while you were getting beaten down by them. I want you to give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Right. Both of us or just one of us?
Both of you.
Someone can roll intelligence +5 for Adrian. That'd be awesome.
Yep, I will. So there
I
it
think
is.
Ithul, and
So-
there's still one advantage.
Ithul? Okay, fabulous. Ithul crits. You realize, Ithul, that there is a spot over here where, regardless of how far between the two you are, however perfectly spaced, you will not actually be able to follow without them uncovering you at some point. The fields overlap enough that you will not be able to escape them. But you also realize that there are essentially two spots in the center of the room. Here and here. Where they would not be able to see you on their journey.
Here
So
and here.
it's here and here. There are only those two spots.
All right. I'll just grab Tim's gesture and follow me, and move my positioning up to those spots.
All right, you're both
going
gonna have to dash. You're gonna have to dash, so you won't have any action
I'm fine with that.
this round. All right. Now, tell me, you are in the center.
Make good choices.
How do you solve this? How do you solve this problem?
Let's see here now. Hear me out on this. You can totally shut this down, as this is totally not the intended effect.
At
of
this
the
point,
ability.
everybody's been saved at least once. I'm not going to shut anything down. You make a bad choice, you die. So, tell me what you're going to do.
Well, it's just because I don't know if you'll allow it, just because the way the nature of the spell works. But I'm gonna move just This is the next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move just close enough into the guy on the right's path, and I'm gonna put my hand on the ground, and I'm gonna try and cast False Life on that spot to try and lure it to it. When it path crosses
So false
over.
life, sadly, you can only cast on yourself.
Fair enough.
So
That's
you
what.
can't
That's what I was meaning. Good. Then don't respond to sound or pain or stimuli other than being within range. Do you have any ideas? Because I'm running out.
I have a question for you. Do you
Yes.
believe that you are strong enough to open the sarcophagus?
Probably not. I'm probably not much more physically capable than you. We'd probably have to do it together.
Right then. Don't have. Oh! I have an idea. Though I do not believe both of us will be able to escape.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm
I
trying
am
to
a-
save you.
Listen. Okay. I can trade positions with you through the use of benign transposition, and I can teleport away. If we are able to get inside, open it, I'll teleport away, trade positions with you, and you get out of here with the item back to Ingrid. She also knows of the infinite hymn, and it looks
Okay,
like she's been
I'm gonna
exploring
need-
for one tonight.
I'm gonna need one more intelligence check, or give me a perception check.
For me or
Can I
him?
choose? If I choose, it's intelligence. My perception
No, I
is
need
guarded.
a perception check.
All right, then that's going to be a -1 to that roll.
Okay. Let's see how this goes.
You're less perceptive than me.
And you critted. Okay, so that's nice. Because you critted, what you realize is that all along these areas there are all kinds of books and bookshelves. And in the back up here there are some big chests. So the sarcophagus is not the only place where something might be.
Well, this has just gotten a bit more of a search. Are you able to pick locks?
No. We used to have a guy for that.
So what are you guys gonna do? You're in. The zombies are moving around.
How big
They're
are the
doing their
chests?
thing. They're over here. They're over
How-
there.
How big are the chests that he's pointing out?
Large.
Do they have like padlocks on them, or are they just like a chest?
You can't see from
We
here.
can assume
You
it's
don't
a lock.
know.
We can assume it's locked to chest.
But
Yeah.
you would. But they are directly in the path. Obviously, the zombies are protecting the books, the sarcophagus, the chests, all of that.
It's an expertly devised trap.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna need you to make some choices.
Can you, how quickly do you think you can do that portal thing?
Less than 6 seconds to do all of that combined.
Warp us over there, and we'll try to get into the chest, and if it fails before they start catching up to us, we'll just warp back over to here.
Well,
can only
no,
move-
divine transposition.
Benign.
It's
No,
not.
I'm talking about the
teleport.
dimension door, what he pushed me through.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you-
yeah. I
wait,
I
hold
no
on.
longer-
Hold on, yeah. You don't have any spell slots left, right?
I
only have
have one
cantrips?
first level spell slot, which is enough to cast Misty stuff, and then benign transposition.
What's benign transposition? What level is that? Pop that up for me.
It's just a conjuration feature that I have, like 6th level.
Oh, okay. How
Like,
often
well,
can you
what's
use
it doing specifically?
I can use it once per long rest, though it refreshes
God.
every time I cast a conjuration
Okay.
spell of first level or higher.
If you guys want to try that, you should feel free to do so.
Oh boy.
But how does that work? Is it like me and you trade places? Is that how that's
Yes,
supposed
we
to
will end
go?
up trading places. I can save
Oh.
one of us.
It's bad. Fuck. The fool just starts cursing in deep speak.
All right, choices need to be made, or I'm just gonna have the zombies kill you all. I am now, as the DM, as you guys discuss your options, I am starting to run out of patience. I need
Fair
something to happen.
I'm going to. I barely have enough sorcery points for this. I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder, and I'm going to use my last 3 sorcery points to twin cast haste on both of us.
Okay.
Make this way more possible.
Okay. Now, we make a break for that chest. We try to get into it. If it becomes too much of a threat, we get the fuck out.
Agreed.
Okay.
We make a beeline towards the chest.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'd like you both to make intelligence checks for me.
+5.
Okay.
There's something to do every day.
All right, so you're totally fine with this plan. You don't see anything wrong with it. Ithul, you realize that you will have even less than 6 seconds to do it because there's a zombie that is heading directly there. I really feel like you guys are overthinking this.
Well, it's either get attacked and die, or
No, it's not.
That's all over.
I'm telling you, you're overthinking this.
You want to be a decoy?
Sure.
Try and gather up the attention of all of them. Bring them over to the place. Try and stay away from them.
Don't worry, if things get hairy, I'll get out of there. It's my own specialty. And so I'm just gonna take one step back to get in range with the zombie that's near the door.
To what end?
Coming in?
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I'm basically.
So you're going to
Try and
attempt to
draw their
get.
attention.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So now
See if they
we're
can't,
going.
one of us keep the attention, the other
We are-
moves about freely.
We're going to move into narrative combat from here. All right. So you are going to take a step. The zombies are now alerted to your presence. What do you do next?
Oh boy, dodge action.
Really?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
narrative.
I have
It's
haste.
narrative. Don't think it. It's narrative.
It's
Don't
fine.
think in normal combat terms.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Ithul, what
Yeah.
are you going to do?
As they draw his attention, and then I'm going to try and find a path in between them to get away. Moving towards
Okay,
the
so
back of
as
the room.
as the zombies head in your direction, you dodge over here. This one starts heading down. You dodge around these guys over here. This one starts heading down. They're all now heading towards you, Adrian. Before, are you still just keeping the dodge action?
Okay, as they begin to encroach, I'm now going to use. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I'm going to use a benign transposition to pop myself 30 feet back, but still remain within the
You can't.
15-foot range.
You have to. Benign transposition. You have to change places, right?
No, it's two pronged. There is the second ability that lets me trade positions with another willing creature, but the first one is just I can move, teleport within 30 feet.
So let me ask you a question. So you are essentially abandoning Ithul again.
I'm not abandoning Thule because I'm just going to remain within the 15-foot radius of the furthest one back to just draw them further out, and also make it so that they don't hit me immediately.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're gonna pop over here. The zombies. That's essentially that would be like a turn, right?
Okay.
So now the zombies are. You're no longer taking the dodge action, and at least you're gonna get. You're gonna get 8 attacks. Do you think you can survive that?
Probably not, but Thule can.
Okay.
You can get out.
All right. Ithul, while all of that is happening, what are you doing?
I am heading towards that chest, and I'm going to do a quick test of its weight.
It is extraordinarily heavy.
Thought so.
It's a very big chest.
I'm assuming it's locked. Probably can't pop it open.
Have you ever known it to be a good idea in my stream to assume anything?
Well, just because.
Would you like to ask a question about what's going on there?
Can I pop the lid with any ease, or does it resist as though locked?
You can investigate for me.
Don't got time. Stabbing it with crossbow.
I'm going to buy a hint because these are my pals and I want them to be fucking alive.
What would you like a hint about?
It's one word, right?
It's one thing. I will include in like not just objects, places, or people in this one. I will allow you to say the word strategy.
Sure, strategy.
Okay, here's a secret. You already learned. These guys do not sense anything outside of 15 feet from them. Meaning that if Ithul were to run in, grab his daggers out of these things, and run back out, he could stay outside of their range and continue to plink them, as could any cantrip that does damage.
I only have a freaking mace cantrip that deals damage. The rest are all utility.
Sure, but like I said, you could literally run in, grab both of your daggers, and then just run back out of their zone and plink them to death.
Okay, I guess I can try that.
So that's the hint. You don't have to do anything. That's the hint that you've now been given. That, like I said, you're overthinking things. There are really easy things that you have at your disposal that you can do in this situation. So, with
I guess
that,
I'll just retrieve my daggers as quickly as I can.
well, right now all the zombies are headed towards Adrian. So, Adrian, what are you gonna do?
I'm just going so they're currently still heading in Adrian's direction, correct?
Yeah, no, they're literally. You don't have a full round. Like in this situation, you have used your actions, your bonus actions, all of that. You have your movement left. That's it. Before 4 greater zombies descend on you, and you are just pulped.
I love that description.
The only other option is moving further out of their range, and then they all descend upon Azul. I'm just gonna continue to buy him much time as possible.
Okay, that is totally fine. They descend on you. You have died.
Okay.
There is just all right. So they are over here now, and they're going to go back to. I'm very sorry, Adrian. Yes, but so Adrian, you look down and you see Adrian surrounded by these huge zombies. You watch as they tear him limb from limb and consume him in front of you. You will
A
have
little bit of primal hunger wakens up in the Thule, and he's like, no, fight it back.
right. Tell me, you will have 3 rounds to do something with this chest. Tell me, what would you like to do?
I'm going to take Frostbane, and I'm going to stab it in between the lid and the top, and I'm going to pry it open as best I can.
Okay. Give me a strength check. You can do it with advantage because Frostbane is a magical sword. And let's see what happens now. Both 17. It is enough for you to pop the lock.
And it's a mimic that eats me.
Well, there's So you did not investigate to check and see if there were any traps on the chest. You just opened it, which means I need you to give me a dexterity check. It's going to need to be amazing.
Check or save, sorry.
Let's see.
Am I cutting out? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Sadly, an 18 is not good enough.
Oh well.
There was a trap on this chest.
Fireball.
That was created by a very powerful lich. The trap you just triggered.
Can you get advantage?
A what? We get another. Okay. All right.
But it was a dexterity?
Oh, he already has advantage.
Yeah, he's hasted.
Yeah. So, all right. So we can try one more dexterity save. Oh wow.
God.
Yeah. No.
No, I don't know why it does that. That's so annoying.
I'm very sorry, Athul. You have attempted to open this chest without checking to see what it was. Very, very powerful lich. The trap was magical. It is the harm spell.
I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Oh, it's like heal, except opposites.
Ah, gotcha.
So, automatically it does 150 damage. Jesus, to you.
Goodbye, Wolf.
So, I would like us all to take a moment. Ithul, I love you. You are a delightful character. Adrian, we hardly knew ye, but you are also a glorious character. It looks like we have lost an entire third of the team. Adrian and Ithul.
Oh no, I just realized something.
Yes?
Dill has a message which basically has Ithul's last words on it.
Yep.
Oh no!
You know how bad Dill is gonna feel that he didn't answer that message?
Oh my god!
So, first off, I would like Ithul, as you die, as you feel the life just drained out of you, who do you cry out to?
You know what? He's gonna think of the person he cares about the most right now, and he's just gonna hope Gorf stays safe.
Adrian, As you were torn apart by zombies, who did you cry out to?
I like to think that in that last the brief occurrences where Adrian is able to kind of listen in and hear the infinite hymn, he kind of has one of those moments. And even though he's kind of being torn to shreds, there's a common acceptance in it because it's kind of his decision on to kind of go down to give Athul as much time. He died essentially trying to make sure that someone else got out okay, and even if he wasn't able to finish his theory of everything, at least he knows he becomes one with the just another verse, a part of the infinite hymn.
Adrian, as you search out the infinite hymn, the music of the spheres, Ingrath looks up, senses something has changed, looks down at her diary, and writes a few new notes to the music. You see her place the book back on a shelf and realize the entire shelf full of music. All one song, 1,000 books long. And you have given her 3 new notes. She is that much closer to understanding the music as you wished to be.
I'm satisfied.
Ithul, as you call out to Gore, sad that you will not be able to help him on his journey any longer. Goru's bead lights up. The face of Ithul briefly illuminates. I need you to choose between human and illithid.
That was a tough question for us all. Human.
The one that must be made. Human. Ithul's face flashes in the bead between illithid and human. It is replaced by the face of Sune. You see in a vision Ithul in his human form being lifted up to the plane of Arborea and being placed in the Garden of the Reapers to dance and be joyful forever. And with him, dozens of little rabbits
Oh fuck, I forgot
running
about them.
through the trees as he finds his peace in the next world. And with that, we will end today. Go love the ones that you love. Hug them, hold them close today. Let them know that you will miss them. We will do one final shout out to our sponsor because it is the right thing to do, and then we will raid, and it will be glorious, and we will all have days after this. We have lost 2 heroes, but they will be in our hearts forever. So Lando, if you can please put the links up. Token Tales. Go to the Kickstarter, sign up, do all the lovely things that one does to support people. They're fabulous. And let us raid a channel. Carry Ethul and Adrian's memories with you as you raid. Let them know that they will not be forgotten. And we will raid into... Oh, none of my stream team seems to be on right now.
Oh boy.
That's weird. We are part of the Rolling Together stream team and we love them. So I'm just going to check briefly to see if any of them are on right now, because it's lovely when you can be supportive of each other that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like they are not on right now. So, Lando, will you do me a favor? Are you prepared to do a raid right now? Will that take you?
I can't be. It'll be in just a sec. I gotta switch accounts.
There is, again, we will remember them. They were beautiful souls, as is everyone in chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with us, even on this sad day. Thank you for being supportive while, even though it's just a character, it's still devastating when you lose a party. Give them love. Give them support. Help them through this.
I'm ready to raid.
All right, let's do something nice. Art. Let's send them to some art. Go over to Evan Blair so that they can express themselves creatively, relieve their grief into the world. God, this is brutal. I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Thank
guys.
you
Catch you
all.
on Friday for some magic.
Do not mourn that Adrian has died. Rejoice that he lived at all.
Bye, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Okay. God.
What?